The Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Ducharme-Alcal, your play-by-play. This promises to be a dandy as two good football teams squaring off in what will be a very exciting day in a lot of ways, as this football field, the ceremonies soon to begin, to be named in honor of Harry Arlinson. The field will be known as the Arlinson Gridiron, and Harry, who is here today to see a lot of his old players and be honored for the great tradition that he built here in Weymouth. We will have the ceremonies in their entirety at halftime of this contest. That's when we'll be bringing you those ceremonies for today. But let's talk about football. Weymouth and Bridgewater Raynham. Yes, the Trojans come into this game with a 2-1-1 mark. They've been a team that has been up and down throughout the season. This has been a team that, well, you never know what to expect from Bridgewater Raynham. They've had some great games. Falmouth beating them 28-0, and they've also struggled when they beat Plymouth 3-0. For the past few years, Weymouth and Bridgewater, Weymouth teams coached by Joe Kelly, playing Bridgewater Raynham teams, have had some great games down to the wire, final seconds when the game has been decided. Prior to the game, I talked to Weymouth High head football coach Joe Kelly, and I asked him, which Bridgewater Raynham team should we expect here today?
We have Suzeri and Gabriel back deep.
About set to start here at Legion Field. The Wildcats have won the toss. They've elected to receive. They'll be going from right to left and wearing their home maroon uniforms with the gold numerals as you look at Todd Feeney on your screen, getting set to kick off. An excellent athlete. His brother Blake, an outstanding high school athlete. He right now plays baseball at the University of Kentucky. Feeney awaits the signal and getting us going on a very special day here on the Arlinson Gridiron. And a booming kick. Gabriel tries to slide up the middle. Steve keeping his balance as he gets to the 29. And he is dropped there. That's Chuck Miller on the stop for the Trojans.
Brought down by Polini.
And the Wildcat offense. J.J. Cella, the quarterback, Steve Gabriel, Keith Williams, coming off an extraordinary game last week with 140 yards and 20 carries. As the offensive line would chip in those holes for Keith Williams, went back. That's Williams. Montorio in motion. It's Williams in the toss. Pitch marker down. And the Wildcats will be facing a 1st and 15 on what should be a legal procedure.
Weymouth was in motion.
That gives us an opportunity to take a look at the Trojan defense. You will see two Mike Donovans in that front line. One of them is Mike Donovan Jr. He is the son of the Brockton High assistant football coach. As the linebackers, Govea and McCormick, two good linebackers. Chuck Miller in the defensive backfield, the transfer from a Connecticut school. So the Wildcats on a 1st and 15. And go to Keith Williams for about 3, as Williams slices off his right tackle and gains 3.
Mike Donovan in on the tackle.
And one of the Mike Donovans already prominent.
Pick up the 4. It's 2nd and 11.
The great questions, what do the Wildcats have to do to win? They have to be able to run the football consistently and make the Bridgewater defense stay on the field a long time. Cella tosses to Williams. Williams couldn't get the block from Henriksen, as Henriksen tried to take out Lenny Ferrara. As Ferrara shed Henriksen, made the tackle, 3rd down for the Wildcats. They'll need 8, as Williams has run the first 2 plays, gaining 7 yards after the illegal procedure penalty. We just started here at the Arlinson Gridiron here at the Legion Field Complex. And Cella on the bootleg pass. J.J. out, finds Struzeri. First down to the 48. It's Struzeri open. And Keith made the reception. As Shad Gregory, the left cornerback, made the tackle. But J.J. Cella's first pass right on the mark to Keith Struzeri. One way the Wildcats will be able to run the ball if Cella can wheel the hot hand like he is able to, as Williams breaks through to the 45 of Bridgewater Raynham, where Paul McCormick brought him down.
And Chuck Miller in on the stop.
McCormick along with Dean Govea bring him down after a 7-yard gain, but the Wildcats,
second and 3.
if J.J. Cella is able to have a, well, not even a red-hot day passing, but a solid day, it will take Bridgewater Raynham, who will try to squeeze a lot of people on the Weymouth front, away as Hendrickson straight ahead. Lou close to a first down. He'll be just short. Dean Govea gets up along with Tim Nixon, the nose tackle.
Was brought down by
but Hendrickson will be short by a yard. Third down and about a yard to go. And the Wildcats,
3rd and 1.
In this season so far, have gone with Lou Hendrickson straight ahead on 3rd and short. And again they go, and Lou gets the first down following center Rob Herrick. As Hendrickson the first down, Chuck Miller in on the tackle. And the Wildcats,
up for the first down,
who've taken the football from their own 29, have gone to the Trojan 40. One big pass play, the pass from Cella to Strazzeri for 18 yards. As Williams, the deep back in the eye, Montorio comes towards you. Keith, the call, runs into traffic, and he is yanked down by number 45, Lenny Ferrara.
On the carry,
and he'll lose too, as that play was congested by the right side of the Bridgewater defense. It's Mark Harris, who you'll see carrying the ball on offense, just congested the play. Wildcats could not get the blockers in the area to spring Williams, 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's going to get 5-6 yards. Lou Hendrickson to the 36.
Brought down by Ferrara.
As Lenny Ferrara has been a busy person so far, and Chuck Miller as well. The defensive backs for the Trojans have been in on most of the tackles here in the early going. 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats from the 36. Cella on the roll. Cella just sails it by Strazzeri as Keith was open, but the pass was high. Wildcats will be faced with a 4th and 6 from the 36. Mark Stanton, who hits it at about 33 yards, and that's ideal. From the 36, he'll try to pin Bridgewater inside their 15. And Stanton lines it on the ground, and like a simple ground ball in baseball, that will roll into the end zone, and Bridgewater Raynham will get it at the 20. The wishbone-oriented Trojans will have Peter McLaughlin, no stranger, at quarterback. He started against Weymouth North his first game as a varsity quarterback. Govea and McCormick his 2 key backs. Mark Harris, a good fullback. And the offensive line for Coach Frank Almeida. McLaughlin, the keep. McLaughlin, forget it. Joe Donovan, Lou Hendrickson, Alex Provost, and Kevin Shaw all there. As the 4 of them were not going to buy the option play. As McLaughlin just gets it back to the line of scrimmage, the Wildcat defense. Linebackers Lou Hendrickson and Alex Provost, who averaged 12 tackles a game each. But Hendrickson closing in on all-time records at Weymouth and Weymouth North for career tackles. As Dean Govea, second effort gets him 2. As Govea got it to the 42. And Danny Daly, the right cornerback, in on the tackle. 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. And McLaughlin has 2 good receivers in Todd Feeney and Justin Moscardelli. bloodlines are pretty interesting. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's McLaughlin. Option Govea. Williams hangs on and enables the pursuit to track down Dean Govea's Chuck Montorio, and Alex Provost close in on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Alex Provost and Joe Donovan. It'll bring up
as
a
Keith
fourth
Williams
down.
is there to start the play initially, and then he got the help. Trojans to punt. And a high snap, and a short high kick. That might have hit Buddy Taro, and or at least Steve Gabriel
Recovered by Gabriel.
falls on it. As Mike Donovan get off a high kick, and he get a high snap and just get the football off. And it almost hit Taro. But alertly Steve Gabriel there. First down Wildcats, 3:42 to go, opening quarter. Wildcats moved well in their first possession. Trojans 3 downs and out. Second back, it's Gabriel to the 47.
Steve Gabriel.
As Gabriel stopped in the play by Chris White.
On the tackle. Gain of 3.
As Gabriel gets 3, second down and 7. Gabriel, the leading Wildcat rusher, coming into this contest. Gabriel deep back in the eye on 2nd and 7. Cello, the quick pass, connects. Strazzeri, first down, Bridgewater territory to the 44.
Reception.
As Keith tackled at that spot by Chad Gregory.
Down.
As Strazzeri and Gabriel connect so far for 2 passes in this game, and both of them have got first downs for the Wildcats. Henriksen on the counter, it goes out of his hands, and Bridgewater Raynham falls on it. Lou had it stripped out of his hands, and Bridgewater Raynham falls on it. Jay Urban
It looked like Jay Urban
falls on it for the Trojans, and will have it at the 35, as it was a good gain for Henriksen, but when going down, he had the ball stripped out of his hands, and Bridgewater Raynham will have it. So the first turnover of the game caused by the Bridgewater Raynham defense. McLaughlin tries to run the option, and Kevin Shaw and Joe Donovan busted up. As Paul McCormick
Kevin Shaw on the tackle.
is dropped by Shaw as Donovan got into the flow of the option, and then the play was made by Shaw, who shed his block and made the tackle, as McCormick loses 2, second down and 12.
Second and 12.
McLaughlin's first pass of the game. Deflected away by Darren Gladstone.
Gladstone
Intended
breaks up the pass.
for Todd Feeney, but Darren Gladstone came in at the last second, knocked the ball away. It'll be 3rd and 12. As the Wildcat defense looking to keep the Trojan offense bottled up, get themselves going here in the early going. They've been able to do that. As straight ahead, Harris runs into a group of maroon and gold shorts. Joe Donovan, Darren Gladstone, who had a very good defensive series, in
Mark
on the
Harris is
stop.
the ball carrier.
And the Wildcat defense has allowed very little so far in 2 Bridgewater possessions. Michael Donovan the punt. And Gabriel and Struzzario wait it. The kick by Donovan. So the Wildcats go for the return on a gorgeous kick. Struzzari on the high kick, grabs it and goes right down at the 31. That's where Weymouth will have it with 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. 1:15 opening quarter, no score. Wildcats have moved the ball well. As this series will feature Keith Williams in the backfield. And Williams the call, straight ahead, Keith to the 34.
We have a flag on the
Marker
play.
down in the Wildcat backfield, it will be against them. Offsides, Weymouth. And Bridgewater Raynham will accept the penalty, or will they refuse it because it'll be 2nd and 7? Or will it be 1st and 15? They want 1st and 15, do the Trojans. Twice the Wildcats have began series in this opening quarter with illegal procedure or offside penalties. So 1st and 15 situation. Williams in motion. Cella quickly finds Struzzari, and Keith scraps out the 5 yards loss on the penalty, plus 3 more.
On the reception, brought down by Urban.
On the quick pass, cut it back inside for the extra 3. 2nd and 7, we're under a minute to go. Opening quarter, no score on the game. Wind here at the Arlington Gridiron, blowing towards the Weymouth High bench. And a fumble on the play. Cella collided with one of the blockers, and I believe JJ fell on it, but it loses 1. Does the play. Cella.
3rd and 9.
And the Wildcats will face 3rd and 9, and possibly the last play of this quarter. That's if the Wildcats do get it off. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Period in the book.
First period.
1 quarter in the book. Wildcats have moved the ball well for most of the first quarter. They've stopped Bridgewater Raynham, but they've got nothing to show for it. No score after 1. 3rd down and 9 as the Wildcats with the ball to start the second quarter. Cella floats it out there and over Struzzari's head. Keith open on the play, but J.J. Cella just overthrows the pass. And 4th and 9. As you take a look at Coach Frank Almeida across way of Bridgewater Raynham. No score in the game as we begin this second quarter here from the Arlington Gridiron here at the Legion Field Complex. Mark Stanton, the punt for the Wildcats. Justin Marscardelli, along with Chuck Harris, await the kick. And a line drive type kick. Marscardelli might have hit his foot. Kevin Shaw falls on it, but they'll say that Chuck Miller checked that, got away from the football, and he barely got away from the football. So the Trojans will start at their 25 to begin the second quarter. Reminder, at halftime we will show the dedication of this field, the Arlington Gridiron that is now called at halftime. That will be what we'll be bringing you as you watch Mark Harris gain about 1 yard, maybe 2, as Keith Williams and Alex Kroger bring him down.
John Small
2 on the play,
tackle.
2nd and 8 for the Trojans.
2nd down.
The Wishbone offense, you like to get that inside type running ability that Mark Harris has got to provide in times to Dean Gouveia, who's more of a slashing type runner, 48. And then Peter McLaughlin can go outside with the option and movement in the offensive
Flag
line
on the
of
play.
Bridgewater Raynham. It will cost them 5. Procedure on the Trojans.
Weymouth was drawn off by
And
Bridgewater
it'll be
Raynham.
2nd down and 13. It could force Peter McLaughlin,
It'll be 2nd and
the
12.
Bridgewater quarterback, to the air. But very special ceremonies prior to this game, as Harry Arlinson, truly a legend, honored before the game. We'll bring you those ceremonies in its entirety at halftime as McLaughlin trying to string the play out at the last second, gives to McCormick. McCormick run out of bounds by
Pushes it
Steve
out to
Gabriel.
McCormick.
And the play gains good yardage
Lou Hendrickson
as Steve
pushes it out
Gabriel
of bounds.
ran out. Paul McCormick at the 31. And it'll be 3rd and about
It'll be
5.
3rd and 4.
7 yards on the play. The ability to run inside. McLaughlin would be able, with the strong running attack inside, be able to turn the corner in that play, get downfield, and then if he had to make the pitch, he can make it a little later. That's if the Trojans were running well inside. McLaughlin held up by Keith Williams. He almost stripped the football, but Darren Gladstone was there to bring him down after Williams held up the play, and Keith has done that twice in this game. Stopped McLaughlin, and then allowed somebody to come in and make the tackle.
No
This time
gain on the
Darren
play.
Gladstone.
4th down.
4th and 4. And Mike Donovan, his 3rd punt of the afternoon. Strazzeri and Gabriel await the kick in this crosswind. And another high kick. Takes a great Bridgewater bounce. Dead at the 32-yard line.
On the Weymouth 31.
So the Wildcats will have the football
Weymouth will start their series of downs.
at the 31-yard line. Gabriel deep back in the eye as Williams and Gabriel have alternated so far. Toss pitch Gabriel. Hendrickson trying to lead the way. Steve gets 5.
Gabriel on the carry.
As Gabriel cut it back inside.
Lenny Ferrara made the tackle.
And he was dropped by Lenny Ferrara after the 5-yard gain. As Steve makes it 2nd and 5.
Second and 6.
Toss pitch again. Hendrickson trying to lead Gabriel. Cuts again inside. Steve close to first down yardage.
On the carry, brought
As
down
he's
by McCormick.
brought down by Paul
Close to the
McCormick
first down.
at the 40, and Gabriel had to get it to the 41. As 2 toss pitches so far in the series. Gabriel left and Gabriel right. It brought the Wildcats 9 yards. 3rd and 1. And the Wildcats get to their wishbone formation. Hendrickson's 2nd effort gets him the first down. Lou Hendrickson
For the first down.
punches out the first down, and Paul McCormick gets up from the pile along
Mike Donovan.
with Mike Donovan,
Made
the
the tackle.
senior Mike Donovan, that is, the tackle. Gabriel on the pitch. Waits, looks, gets tripped.
Gabriel on the carry.
Lenny Ferrara busy
Ferrara
individual in this
tackle.
first half as Gabriel limping slightly. After he gains about 6
Gain
on the
of 5.
play.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
Wildcats' ability so far to get outside a little bit has helped out, getting 5 and 6 yards at a crack. Gabriel. Straight ahead, Stevenson, second
Gabriel,
effort.
brought down by Paul McCormick.
As McCormick will get up from the pile, along with Jay Urban. Gabriel will be about a foot short of a first
Third
down.
down,
3rd and 1.
left
Type of drive you'd like. If you're Weymouth, you're just grinding it out, making things happen. But right now, if you want to keep that drive going, you got to collect on this 3rd and short situation. And they will, as Lou Henriksen just runs into a pile, but Henriksen gets to the 45. And that will be a first down. As Lou getting the inside yardage.
Makes the first down.
5:12 to go in the half, and now the clock will start as the ball marked. First down, Wildcats. Chella. Firing it deep. Interference
Pass goes incomplete
on the
to
play as Bridgewater Raynham grabs the football. And I was waiting to see if the play was an interception. As Strazzeri went back along with Jay Urban.
We have a flag on the play.
And there's a flag down on the play. And let's see what the play is. Pass interference offensively.
Offensive interference being called against Weymouth.
A very, very bizarre call, to say the least, as Strazzeri went back for the ball. And it appeared that Keith, in going back for the ball, had a chance for it. And Lenny I check at Jay Urban on the coverage, and it'll be a loss of down. Second and 25. There's a loss on the penalty. And a loss of down. A very tough break for the Wildcats. Chella back over the middle, and on the bounce it is caught by Dean Govea. As Chella tried to get it to Chuck Montorio, and Bridgewater's claiming that JJ might have gone over the line of scrimmage. It was close. It'll be 3rd and 25 with 4:44 to go, opening second quarter. So the pass interference call really putting the Wildcats in a jam. And it was really a strange call because it looked as though that it was Urban who collided with Strazzeri. And Chella goes down in the clutches of number 55, Tim Nixon, the nose tackle, as Chella was trying to throw the football at the last second. Nixon gets him from behind, and it'll be 4th and 30. And Mark Stanton will be called on to kick. Stanton, who's punted twice here in this game, rides out a nice kick that Chuck Miller has trouble with and gets it at the 25, and Miller gets pummeled right on the spot. 6 red shirts were there.
Reception. Hit initially by Keith Williams.
Bridgewater will have it at the 25 with 3:51 to go in the half. McLaughlin trying to get outside. Stripped of the football. And Tortiglione had it for a minute. Weymouth's got it.
Weymouth ball.
McLaughlin stripped of the football. Weymouth's got it out of the pile. Comes 62. Sean Small who grabbed it. Each team with a turnover so far, but the Wildcats get superb field position. The Trojan 26. Gabriel. Hendrickson trying to get the block. Gabriel gets fouled too.
Gabriel on the carry.
As Jay Urban.
McCormick.
Paul McCormick and Dean Govea.
Gate of 1, it'll be second
there.
and 9.
Second and 9. The Wildcats could be going into the air on the 2nd and 9. Chella, flag down, keeps it. JJ, good yardage, marker down.
We have a flag on the play.
JJ getting to the 13 and a first down, but he could come back. A marker on the play, holding. Weymouth wipes out the Chella 12-yard run. As Chella cut the run back nicely, but the play as it was beginning, the marker did go down, and Weymouth loses what would be a great run to the 13. Instead, they will have a second and where they mark the football. They'll mark it at the 35, second down and 16. The point of the foul is where they mark it at.
Holding against Weymouth.
Apparently 3 yards
Move it
downfield.
back. Will be second
And the
20.
Wildcats, who've been sledding uphill at times, or trying to sled uphill is the proper phrase. Second down and 19. Chella tries to sidestep, cuts back inside. JJ to the 33.
Tim Nixon.
As Tim Nixon, who's had a pretty good game at nose tackle so far, on the tackle. Third down. And that holding penalty right now looms big. Chella flips it out too far for Strazzeri.
Pass goes incomplete to Strazzeri.
Strazzeri double covered by Paul Urban and Lenny Ferrara. But Strazzeri had the better avenue to the football, but J.J. Chella too much on it, and with 1:54 to go in the half. 4th and 17 for the Wildcats. Mark Stanton comes on the field. And Stanton would love to knock it out at about the 1, maybe the 2, because his average dictates that's where it would go if he'd go by the numbers. Stanton rides it, and it goes into the end zone.
Will be held on November
1:47 to go in the half.
Sponsored by the Weymouth
No
High
score
School
in the
Athletics
game. Bridgewater will have it
Association.
at their 20-yard line.
Yeah, but the sponsor and athlete, they're $10. We have tickets here in the booth. You may pick them up anytime during the game. $10 a ticket.
The Wildcats unable to cash in on the fumble recovery by Sean Small, as Bridgewater Raynham goes straight ahead with Mark Harris.
Alex Provost made the tackle.
And Alex Provost in on the stop, and
Mark
Bridgewater
Harris, the ball carrier, for no gain.
could be content to kill this first half clock, regroup. Danny Daly says we want a timeout. We're going to make Bridgewater work a little harder. 1:24 till the half. No score in the football game here at Legion Field, now known as the Arlington Gridiron. Bridgewater Raynham, 2nd down and 10 with 1:24 to go in the half. Toss back. And getting about 6 yards in the play is Paul McCormick. Joe Donovan rode his back. McCormick gave him a ride for 3 more yards in the play. Timeout Weymouth. They will be trying to stop Bridgewater on a 3rd and 3 situation when we come back. 3rd and 3 for Bridgewater Raynham, and on that play, Joe Donovan twisted an ankle and was helped off. Weymouth would love to stop Bridgewater here, forced him to punt. McCormick the call, McCormick the 1st down and more. He will not go down with McCormick.
McCormick breaks through.
To the 41 goes Paul McCormick as Steve Gabriel hung on for dear life. And Bridgewater Raynham with a 1st down. So the Trojans, who've been slowed down for the most part in this football game, as they will now take a timeout with 56 seconds to go. They'll have the ball at the 41 with a 1st down and 10 when we come back. .56 seconds left, and Bridgewater Raynham with a 1st down. That was their first down of the football game. Paul McCormick was refusing to get out on that run. Steve Gabriel held on for dear life. McLaughlin with time. Now running out of it as Small chases him. Small slows him down. And then Lou Henriksen, along with Joe Viola,
John Small tripped him up.
Grab him at the 45, 46-yard line as McLaughlin gets 5 yards in the play. And Bridgewater Raynham will spend a timeout. With 38 seconds left and no score in the game. Danny Daly, who just went over, was discussed on the sidelines as far as the defense called. Bridgewater Raynham out of the wishbone. McLaughlin, pump fakes, goes deep. Intercepted! No! Steve Gabriel just could not catch the football in bounds. As Justin Moscardelli on the attempted reception of the Peter McLaughlin pass, but safety Steve Gabriel came over and almost came up with the interception. And with 30 seconds left, 3rd and 6. Justin Moscardelli, his brother, also played at Bridgewater Raynham. Made the Notre Dame football team as a walk-on. So not bad bloodlines, to say the least. Delay of game, Bridgewater Raynham. As the Trojans just took too much time.
Bridgewater Raynham pushed them back
coming out of the huddle. 30 seconds left, and it'll be 3rd and 11. Again, the Trojans breaking the wishbone. McLaughlin goes to McCormick on the option run. McCormick turns the corner but runs into Darren Gladstone. He'll be short of the 1st down by 2 yards, and Weymouth will take a timeout with 20 seconds left. No score in the game, and Bridgewater Raynham with a 4th and short situation. And 2 yards, and Bridgewater has decided that they will not kick, they will go. Second back, it is Govea. Govea bouncing through. Govea gets the 1st down to the 43.
Bouvier on the carry.
And Govea, with 12 seconds left, getting a big 1st down as Bridgewater will spend the timeout. But Govea was stopped short. but able to break loose and get the first down. So we have 12 seconds to go in the half, and no score here at Arlington Gridiron. That was named today. A reminder at halftime, we'll have those ceremonies in their entirety. McLaughlin firing it deep. Great catch by Moscardelli
on the reception.
with 4 seconds left, and Bridgewater will take a timeout. Justin Moscardelli just went up over Steve Gabriel and made the catch.
4 seconds left on the clock.
And the Trojans will spend the timeout. 4 seconds left.
Bridgewater.
4 seconds left, and Bridgewater Raynham will try a field goal. David Zakowski, or check it, Michael Donovan drills it high and wide. Wide left.
Wide to the left.
And Justin Moscardelli's catch will go for naught. Bridgewater Raynham with a threat towards the end of the first half. Weymouth moved the ball better than Bridgewater in the first half. The Trojans' only movement of the ball was their last possession of the half. But realistically, the only thing we get to show for it, in fact, there's no score in the game. We will have, from the Arlington Gridiron at the Legion Field Complex, I'm Mark Ducharme with you. No score in the game. Bridgewater Raynham, just before the end of the first half, had an opportunity to get on the board, but Mike Donovan's field goal was wide to the left. A 22-yard attempt, and Danny Daly to kick off for the Wildcats. And he on the line hits it, where it is grabbed by 81 of the Bridgewater Raynham High Trojans. Jason Michelle
Takes the kickoff and downs the ball.
Second half will begin with Bridgewater Raynham having the ball at their 35.
Raynham will start their series of downs on their own 35-yard line.
No score. Weymouth did move the ball better than Bridgewater, but nothing to show for it. And it's going to be McCormick breaking through. 50. Gabriel brings him down at the 42. Paul McCormick with a great run.
Brought down by Steve Gabriel.
As he broke through and just had clear sailing, and he gets into Weymouth territory at the 41. And the Wildcat defense
25-yard run, the longest run of the day by
will
either
have
team.
to readjust to what just happened to them. As Mark Harris just runs into the middle of the line and gets nothing. Excellent run by Paul McCormick as he just broke through, and
Harris was the ball
nobody
carrier.
realized that McCormick had the football and he
Initially
took
by
off
Alex Provost.
until Steve Gabriel tracked him down.
Second down.
This game, very similar to 2 years ago, a Weymouth North Bridgewater Raynham football game here. No score at the end of one half. And then all of a sudden the second half was wide open football, which Weymouth won in the last minute. McLaughlin on the option, trying to cut it back. Peter gets across the 40 to the 36, 37-yard line. Alex Provost, Steve Gabriel, Lou Henriksen, John Tordiglione,
Gabriel,
and Joe Viola in on the tackle.
All in on the tackle.
And it'll be third down and 6.
It'll be third down and 7.
Bridgewater Raynham getting the good run from McCormick to start this second half. McLaughlin looking for the quick pass, connects. Todd Feeney to the 27, first down.
Millard on the reception, knocked down by Daly and Montorio.
Quick hitting pass to Todd Feeney, gets the first down to the 26. McLaughlin, who took the step back, had that one more second than he needed to make the play. McCormick runs into Gabriel, who lowered his shoulder into him.
Hit initially by Gabriel.
Helped out in making the play as McCormick gets it to the 22. Second down
Gain of 4.
and 6 for the Trojans, who've come out
2nd and 6.
with 2 good plays to get down to this spot. The McCormick 25-yard run and then the pass to Todd Feeney over the middle by Peter McLaughlin. Govea ran into problems. Keith Williams
Govier on the carry.
from behind
Keith Williams in on the
holds him
tackle.
up and gets help. As
So did
Govea
Leon on the tackle.
brought down at the 19, 3rd and 3. And a big play here as
3rd and 3.
Bridgewater Raynham has come out. Looking very, very sharp here in this 3rd quarter. McLaughlin, keeper, cut down after about a yard. BR has to get to about the 16.
McLaughlin on the
Of a
keeper.
4th and about 2 situation as McLaughlin
Joe
tried to
Viola
cut it up.
in on the
And Joe
tackle.
Viola blocked
It'll
up
be
the
4th
hole.
and 2.
2 yards needed on this 4th down situation. And you have the many, many options in the wishbone. The key is penetration for Weymouth. If they want to stop Bridgewater, and they go to McCormick. First down, Viola had him, tried to straighten him
Going to be
up,
close.
and then McCormick just ran over Joe
First down.
Viola and got the first down. And the Trojans on the move.
Almost in on the tackle.
First and 10 from the 15, Bridgewater Raynham with a great drive to
Ball
begin
is on
this
the
quarter.
15-yard line. 1st and 10.
Harris, straight through. Touchdown.
Mark Harris in for the score from 15 yards out.
Mark Harris on the trap just found the open avenue and just scooted on in without very many people laying hands on him. And Bridgewater Raynham gets the first points of the game with 5:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Michael Donovan will try to make it a 7-0 game.
And it's good. Michael Donovan.
Bridgewater Raynham on a 65-yard drive with a 7-0 lead with 5:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bridgewater Raynham on a 65-yard drive. And a couple of key plays in that drive, a 25-yard run by Paul McCormick to start it. You have to look for the quick pass over the middle to the man who's kicking off, Todd Feeney, that got them a first down as well. 2 of the key plays in that drive as Feeney to kick off. Williams, Gabriel, and Strazario wait the kick, and last time Feeney just bombed one. And this time he just hits a knuckleball. Danny Daly pushes it out to
Danny
about
Daly
the 33-yard line.
Takes the kickoff.
And the Wildcats
Matt McKenna in on the tackle.
able to move the football, but self-destruct at times in this game, as they've hurt themselves when it has come to finishing off the drives. First play of the second half is Dean Govea. Runs right into Steve Gabriel.
Gabriel brought down by Chris White. No gain in the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Wildcats trying to figure something out and getting something on the board. Trailing 7-0. One drive for the Trojans. That's it.
Get outside! Get outside!
Gabriel. Toss pitch, gets 2.
Gabriel on the
Maybe
carry,
3.
brought down by Mark Harris.
Mark Harris, the right defensive end, in on the tackle.
Gain of 4. It'll
For
be
Weymouth.
3rd and 6.
They're faced with a 3rd and 7 situation. Chella, draw to Gabriel.
Gabriel
It's about 2.
stopped on the 40-yard line.
As Gabriel cut
Jim
down
Nixon
by
made the
nose
tackle.
tackle Tim Nixon. And for the Wildcats, they begin the second half
Fourth
in
down.
frustrating fashion. 3 plays and
On the
out.
40.
Mark Stanton, the call. It's a punt. Stanton lines it. Picked up
Stanton's kick.
and dropped
Picked
right
up
at the
by
26-yard line.
Brett Seago.
As Brett Sago brought him the ball back about a yard. And the Weymouth defense, which was stunned.
Bridgewater
Very
Raynham
nice.
will start their
Bridgewater
drive
Raynham
on their own
drive.
27-yard line.
Get back on the field very, very quickly. The Wildcat offense only able to get 3 plays and out. Big series of downs right here. McLaughlin, keeper, kicked about 5, 6
Laughlin on the
yards
keeper.
because he just ran over the
Brought
would-be
down by
tackler.
Blackstone.
Kevin Shaw rolled up to make the tackle, and then Peter McLaughlin just ran right over him.
Gain of 5.
And Alex Provost put the hands on McLaughlin after he went through the tackle and fell down. Right now, the Wildcats unable to wrap up Bridgewater runners. Harris busting through for about 3. Smalls, Gladstone,
Dan Daly made the tackle.
and Daly in on the stop. First down, Bridgewater. And across field, the
Harris,
coach and
the ball carrier. First down.
really just very, very happy with the way things are going for them. Talk about a team that has been up, down, and they have shown it in this game. Bridgewater Raynham. They were stopped, couldn't do much, and now all of a sudden they are the team that is running this show the way they want. Is Terdiglione grabs McLaughlin after about a 5-yard gain.
Carrier brought down by Daly.
Second down and 5. Right
Second
now,
and 6.
Bridgewater Raynham doing things that they want to do. There's Govea. Nowhere. Paul McCormick, check that, gets back.
McCormick,
To the line of
carrier stopped
scrimmage.
by Joe Viola for no
Joe
gain.
Viola in on the stop. Bad news for Weymouth, though, in the second half has been their out defensive end, Joe Donovan, who had to leave on crutchers. Joe Viola in the spot. Third down and 5. McLaughlin. Deep over the middle. Caught Feeney. And he is down to the 26. Gabriel on the coverage.
Todd Feeney
But Todd Feeney, who is
on the reception,
6'4",
brought down by Gabriel.
230, made the reception and a first down for Bridgewater Raynham. As Todd Feeney has come up with 2 big receptions in this football game. Harris gets
Mark
a couple.
Harris on the carry. Tackled by Lou Hendrickson.
Knocked down by Lou Hendrickson. And right now the Wildcats have got to figure out a way to stop Bridgewater Raynham. Trojans moving very nicely.
The other side, another way. All the way down to the right.
Bridgewater Raynham has made the adjustments very nicely to what they have to do to be successful. Govea, toss pitch, fumbles, caught in the air. Provost trying to beat McLaughlin, and he gets it to the 40.
Fumble. Grabbed by Alex Provost.
Dean Govea got hit and popped it up, and Alex
recovers the
Provost
fumble
shaken
and runs
up.
the ball back 12 yards, and it's Weymouth ball.
Provost shaken up. And we'll take a break. 23 seconds to go in the third period. The Wildcats get a break. Mark Stanton takes over at quarterback. As far as the other news, Alex Provost shaken up. Alex was able to walk off under his own power, possibly a helmet to the thigh area. And the sophomore takes over, gives to Keith Williams. Williams banks out 4, maybe 5, on what could be the final play of this period, depending on how the Wildcats approach coming out.
Keith Williams brought down by Lenny Ferrara.
As Lenny Ferrara, who's hit a lot of tackles in this game so far.
2nd and 6.
Stanton and company will not get the play off as the period will come to an end. Quarter to start. Mark Stanton taking over the controls from J.J. Chella. Faced with a 2nd and 5. Stanton's first pass. Strazzeri couldn't come down with it. It was a little too tall for Keith.
Pass incomplete to Strazzeri.
3rd and 5 coming up
Once
for
again,
the
the winning
Wildcats.
ticket on the 50-50 drawing. 1-3-6-7-1. This is both.
Big play for the Wildcats. They got to find a way to get themselves going. They were able to run the football well in the first half, move the football. They stopped themselves, however. Stanton trying to run from the pressure. Fires it. And they'll say that
Out of bounds.
Keith Strazzeri was not in bounds when he made the reception. As Strazzeri tried to tightrope the sidelines, could not, and it'll be 4th and 5. Stanton staying in the game. Mark will punt. Nice kick by Stanton. Chuck Miller just runs it out of bounds. It's Chuck trying to field it like a shortstop. Just took it out of bounds at the 16. Those are the numbers. And for the Wildcats, they'd love to make Bridgewater go out in 3 plays and get good field position. McLaughlin, the keeper. To the 23, Darren
McLaughlin on the
Gladstone.
carry.
And Lou Hendrickson
Brought
bring him
down by
down.
Darren Gladstone.
But Peter McLaughlin with good yardage on the play. And right now, for the Wildcats, they have got to figure out a way to slow down Bridgewater Raynham.
2nd and 3.
Trojans getting good yardage. on every play that they have run for the most part here in the second half. Harris grabbed by Small for no gain. Sean
McCormick on the carry.
was there to bring down the fullback of Bridgewater Raynham. Third down.
Brought down by Hendrickson.
A yard and a half for a first down. The defense looking to make the play, give their offense a good situation. Bridgewater Raynham doing things very well here in the second half, like to keep the ball. Harris again, forget it. Harris might have lost the yard on the play. Keith Williams
on the carry, brought down by Williams.
Stood up.
Brings up the fourth down at about a yard.
And it'll be 1 yard to go on fourth down, and Bridgewater Raynham will go to Mike Donovan, the punt. Gabriel and Struzeri will await the kick. 7:45 to go. Ball game. VR 7, Weymouth nothing. And delay of game, Bridgewater. Bridgewater wanted Weymouth to jump off sides. They wanted the force Weymouth to jump off sides by taking time. Weymouth did not get over anxious, and the Wildcats, it's a big play in one aspect. It forces the punter, Michael Donovan, will try to get the football away. High kick. Struzeri picks it up after dropping it. Looks for the Gabriel block. Struzeri gets rolled at about midfield, and a marker down, and Weymouth will get a break.
Struzeri pushed out of bounds by Nixon.
Weymouth might get a break. Let's hold off on this one. Struzeri got rolled out of bounds, and let's see, there was a marker into the pile. And let's see what the call is. Personal foul. Bridgewater Raynham. Instead of having the ball at the Trojan 48, you'll add 15 to that. Marking, they'll say the 34. They say that's where Struzeri get bumped. For the Wildcats, 34 yards.
Penalty against Bridgewater Raynham.
34 yards they need to pull themselves to within one. 7:10 left. And the crowd imploring Hendrickson staying up on his feet and getting inside the 30.
Hendrickson on the carry.
To the 28.
Tackled by Chuck Miller.
It's Chuck Miller, who transferred from a school in Connecticut for a senior year at Bridgewater Raynham, made the stop.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Keith Williams bouncing outside. Keith dragged down at the 22. Williams tucked the ball away, but the Wildcats get their first down of the second half. Jay Urban, who's played a fine game in the secondary with the stop. 6:27 left. Williams, the call. Williams about 1, maybe 2.
Williams on the carry, brought down by Jay Urban.
As the big nose tackle, Tim Nixon.
We'd like to remind you folks that the music parents
and made the
selling
tackle.
Hats and T-shirts, souvenirs, down by the coffee booth.
And 8.
They would welcome
as Williams got
patronizing
right up and they keep one on the other.
Stanton will keep. Mark with a nice run. Stanton to the 16-yard line.
Mark Stanton on the keeper.
Stanton got knocked down
Gregory.
by Chad Gregory, but Stanton saw no pass play available and went to the run. Third down, 3.
It'll be 3rd and 3.
And this play comes off. There'll be under 5 to go. Gabriel, bad pitch. Steve falls on it. Back at the 27. As Gabriel just could not handle the pitch, a Bridgewater Raynham player shaken up. 4:43 left, and Mark Stanton and the Wildcats with a 4th and 13 situation. Fourth down and 12 for the Wildcats if they want to keep a potential scoring drive alive. Stanton throws, almost caught by Gabriel under the deflection.
Incomplete to Stephen Gabriel.
Urban deflected it, but Gabriel couldn't come up with it.
Broke up that pass.
And Bridgewater Raynham is held. 4:22 left. The Wildcats pressured but couldn't crack the Bridgewater Raynham defense. Weymouth defense has got to come up with the plays right here. McLaughlin brought down by Henriksen after about a 4-yard gain.
Brought down by Joe Viola.
As Lou Henriksen
gain of 3.
Makes the stop and timeout. Weymouth.
Timeout Weymouth.
With 4:09 left. And Bridgewater Raynham with a 7-0 lead. 4:09 to go. 2nd down and 6 for Bridgewater Raynham. They are holding a 7-0 lead. Harris banged down. Keith Williams, Darren Gladstone, Danny Daly, and Sean Small there.
Made the initial hit.
And a Wildcat apparently shaken up, and that's Sean Small. With 4:01 left, he'll take a break. Wildcats trailing by a touchdown.
3rd and 6.
Sean Small shaken up on the play. Came off under his own power. And a 3rd and 6 situation for his teammates that they are trying to stop Bridgewater Raynham. And the play that the Trojans have been most successful with is the pass to Todd Feeney. Instead to the ground. Darren Gladstone, Keith Williams are there to block. Up the hole. Paul McCormick gains 2.
And John Torriglione put on the tackle.
3:49 left. Timeout Weymouth. With 3:46 left.
Carrier. Timeout Weymouth.
The Wildcats are trying to look for the big play. They're down by a touchdown with 3:46 left. .346 left. Bridgewater Raynham to punt. Todd Feeney, who's the backup punter, will be in to do that. Mike Donovan went out with a busted ankle. And Feeney hops it up. And it's going to take a Weymouth roll at the 42-yard line. And the Wildcats get a huge break because Todd Feeney just hit a bad punt. About 5 yards, Feeney hit it. Mark Stanton and the Wildcats have 3:38 left to try to erase a one-touchdown deficit. Toss pitch, it's Gabriel. Gabriel sliding away. Gabriel could go. Brought down at the 30.
Gabriel.
Justin Moscardelli, or check it, Chuck Miller.
Down by Chuck Miller.
Miller.
Hurry up.
There to bring him down. First down, Wildcats.
Moves the ball to the 30. First and 10.
Stanton. Flipping it out, overshoots Strazzeri. Mark too much on the pass. Intended for Strazzeri. 3:11 left. Bridgewater on a 65-yard drive. Mark Harris the touchdown. That's it. Second and 10. Stanton, keeper. Stanton looking to get outside and just gets tripped up. Lenny Ferrara.
Stanton on the keeper, brought down by Lenny Ferrara.
Lenny Ferrara, the cornerback, has had a great game. Stanton gets a yard. Third and 9. 2:47, time ticking. Two-down situation for the Wildcats. Stanton guns. Gabriel's got it. First down to the 18. Steve Gabriel yanking the pass down at the 18. As Chad Gregory. And Stanton just trots back in. Time will be ticking now, 2:22.
Pitch it.
Gabriel on the pitch. Steve outside. Steve inside the 10. And he gets out of bounds on top of it. They'll say
Gabriel run out of bounds by Michele.
First and goal is Michele on the stop. But Steve Gabriel gets the first down. The Wildcats have 2 minutes to make something happen. Stanton, keeper, to the 3.
Stanton on the keeper. Brought down by Chris White.
1:50, time ticking. Stanton getting the signal.
Gain of 3. It'll be second down. Ball is on the 4-yard line.
And now, let's see, timeout on the field. Bridgewater takes the timeout.
Bridgewater.
1:37 left. The Wildcats 4 yards. Trailing 7-0. They need just 4. And then it becomes even more interesting. 1:37 left. Second and goal. 4-yard line. 7-0. Bridgewater. Williams, the call. Williams shot down at the 4. And now Weymouth
Mike Donovan made
will
the
take
tackle.
a timeout.
Timeout Weymouth.
As Weymouth, with 1:26 left, needing the touchdown. Third down and goal at about the 4. looking to lead. It's Williams. Stanton to about the 1. At the 1, he went out. Maybe no, he did not go out. Wildcats down by 8. Touchdown. The call, it's Hendrickson. And they said that Bridgewater held. 8. They said that the Trojans held at the 1-foot line. Lou Hendrickson looked like, and you can hear the coaches in the background thinking he looked like he was in. It did look like Lou was in. Bridgewater holds at the foot line. And the Trojans have 1:04 to kill. Movement. Left side of the Bridgewater line. And all we do is just flip the ball over about a foot. There'll always be the question, did he make it in or not? It looked as though he did make it in, Lou Hendrickson. But the officials said no. They took a lot of time to deliberate whether Lou did make it in. So the Wildcats need a break, and a big one. Harris pushed back. The problem is timeout situation. 53, 52 and counting. Unfortunately for the Wildcats, timeout situation is not in their favor. Bridgewater will take their time. Inches, that's all everybody will talk about when this one's over. Unless we have something miraculous. Delay. Bridgewater, 21 seconds left. All they got to do is run another play. We are looking to run one more play. McLaughlin grab. Safety. That's a break. 16 seconds left. So Weymouth will get 2 points. As McLaughlin tried to run outside, gets caught, 7-2. And it changes a little bit of the situation now. And the situation is Feeney has the option whether to punt or a kick off. And the Wildcats, preserve time, can fair catch. The situation, will a fair catch get the play and hope? Or go for the long return situation? We'll find out. Oh, just a matter of inches. And Lou Hendrickson, who took that run, looked like from up here he was in. But the situation now becomes the guys in the striped shirts. It's Todd Feeney elects to kick off. And Feeney's got the strong leg. Strazzeri, Gabriel, and Williams await the kick. And Feeney awaits the signal. 7-2 ball game. Bridgewater Raynham, 16 seconds left. And he bombs it. Gabriel will run out at the 36, 11 seconds left.
On his own 35.
65 yards the Wildcats need to go to pull out what would be a miracle finish. Nothing fancy about this play coming up. "11 seconds left. Stanton. Stanton, run out with 2 seconds left at midfield.
Stanton out of bounds.
Stanton got yardage, but he also killed the clock as well with 2 seconds left. And Mark Stanton and the Wildcats have one last play. Coach Joe Kelly just saying, look, we got to get it downfield as far as we can and hope. Stanton. And it's thrown away as Trizeri just could not get to the ball, and Bridgewater Raynham has pulled out a 7-2 victory. A typical Weymouth Bridgewater football game, and the Trojans come up with a 7-2 victory, the only touchdown in quarter number 3. Mark Harris on the run from 14 yards out. Weymouth gets a safety in the 4th quarter, but the play was, did Lou Henriksen get in the end? 4th down goal, 1 yard line. The Wildcats down by 8. Touchdown. The call, it's Henriksen.
Gotta be in.
And they said that Bridgewater held. 8. Touchdown. The call, it's Henriksen.
Gotta be in. Gotta be in.
And they said that Bridgewater